What's up, everybody? It's your brother Mike Profit 144K, man. Back again with another video as usual, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. For all my subscribers that subscribe to me right now, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Subscribing to the channel, road to 1K, man. But actually, without y'all, I wouldn't be here for y'all. But other than that, man, I'm about to start installing. I haven't gotten my part yet. It's coming in the mail, but I'm about to take off my rack and pinch. It shouldn't be hard. I just went under and seen what it is. It's not too many bolts. Pretty simple, honestly. So I'm gonna show y'all the bolts right now before I even get to the install. Obvious one, you gotta remove this. Just hit this with a hammer, it'll come off, simple. You have this bolt. I'm not sure what size it is, but I'll get to that later. Just wanna show y'all how it should be simple. This bolt. You have those connectors right there. I'm not sure what angle wrench socket it takes, but it should be probably like 18 millimeters or something. And then you have that same bolt right here. And then your last bolts is the one that goes to the drive shaft, I believe, or to your column, which is right there. It's just one, it looks like. It just clamps onto it. I'm not sure what size it is, but it's a small size. I don't see any other bolt to it, so this should be an easy fix. I can't give y'all the best angles of this, but I'm just showing y'all right now to show y'all how simple it should be. You probably need one of those angle wrench, angle sockets. My bad. So you might need an angle wrench socket to get out that piece. This piece right here. It's in a tight spot. That's probably the only thing that you'll run into. It might take you a little longer if you are doing this yourself, but I have an angle socket, which I'll show y'all in the middle of the video. It's just gonna be a fast forwarded video, nothing too difficult. Before you even do anything, make sure you straighten out your steering wheel, because if you try to turn it, you're just gonna turn the wheel. So make sure your steering wheel is straight. I need to use my seatbelt, as you see. Got some dirt and shit on there, but yeah, make sure your steering wheel is straight. That's it. So I know the video isn't too good because of the small space, but I still want to make this part of the video as well. Once again, you're only dealing with 2 tie rod ends. There. This bolt, these 2 bolts here. This holds up the steering rack, this whole rack. And then you have your 2 hoses that go onto the back of this. And once again, this is the front of it. This is how the front looks under the car. So you got your 2 bolts, hoses right here. Show y'all that. 2 little hoses that go in there. And then you have the clamp that's on the actual your steering wheel column. So this controls your steering and stuff. So you just got 1 bolt on here that clamps that down. That's pretty much it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And these are the easiest ones. You turn it one time, you can turn them with your hand. And I also forgot to mention, once you get this loose enough, you can just turn it with your hand as well. That's under the car. But other than that, man, that's pretty much the end of the video.
So you're gonna need a 16 millimeter hex socket to get the bolts off that's holding your rack and pinching up, which I'm about to show you right here.
You're gonna need a 3/4 to take off the hoses, and then you're gonna need a 1/2 to take off the bolt that's there. If you see what I'm talking about, see my thing's already on it. You need a 1/2 to take that off. That's what I was talking about. That's what's gonna give you trouble if you don't straighten out your steering wheel, have it locked in place. So yeah, that's all you need. 3 little tools. So if y'all can see that, I put WD-40 on there. I got it loosened. And once again, you need a 1/2 hex drive or hex socket to move that, and you need an angle wrench. See, you You're not gonna be able to get it without the angle wrench. If you can, damn. But you need the angle wrench to get it off. So I'm getting this off first, and then I'm gonna deal with everything else since everything's out in the front.
You're gonna need a 22mm hex socket to remove your auto tie rod. I'm gonna put this in the description as well. So what you about to see me do, don't do it. I forgot about this. You can turn this before you even unbolt your auto tie rod. So you can leave it on the spindle and you can go ahead and turn that bolt right there before you take anything off. I did it the dumb way. I just wasn't thinking about it at the time. So make sure you, when you're taking it off, taking your outer tie rod off, make sure you count your turns. Because you want to make sure you're, before you go get alignment, you need to count your turns so it can be aligned as best as possible. Because you might actually have it aligned, you might actually twist it back on with the right amount of turns, and you might not even need alignment. Because if your steering wheel is straight, then you're pretty much good. But just saying, I still recommend go get alignment, but just letting y'all know.
On the beat.
Oh Lord, Jesse made another one.
So my bad, y'all, man. The tight spots, man. I forgot to record it, but you need to use a 16mm hex socket that you seen in the beginning, and you need a 3/4 angle wrench or another 3/4 hex socket to hold on the screw on the bolt that's on the back. So I'm giving y'all an example right now. Also, when you loosen these bolts that's holding the pinion racks, you don't want to take those all the way out because you still got to get that the bolt that's holding to your steering column out. So you need to have those sitting there. You can take that back bolt out, but you got to leave that other that long threaded bolt in there. Just FYI. So now we're about to take out the power steering hoses. So you can only take off one at a time. So I'm not sure which one it is from this angle, honestly, but you can only get off one at a time. So take off the one that you can get off. You can't take off both at the same time because the angle wrench will get in the way and it will just strip the screw or strip the bolt on there. Also, I'm not sure if you can see it from here. I have a oil drain pan, just a pan in general, because it will leak out your power steering fluid unless you have some special caps or something like that. Actually good that it leaks out your power steering fluid because it gets rid of all the old power steering fluid that you did have in there. So I'd rather it leak all the way out. You will have to fill up your power steering after this. So it kind of reminds me of a C-clamp. You need to remove that whole bolt and then you can pull it. It comes right out. It comes out really easy.
So a lot of stuff on this video I couldn't really video because of the tight spot that the this thing is on. I want to just explain. You can actually turn this with your hand. Let me see if I can turn my glove on real quick. Because when you're trying to put it back in, you're going to have to. It's not going to come the same way, obviously, as the OEM one that originally came in your car. So you're going to have to turn it. See how I'm turning it? You're able to turn it with your hand. So you're going to have to just turn it and angle it in a certain way. Then it'll sink. It'll go right in. So when you first try to put it on, if you try to, it's not gonna go directly in. You have to turn it. I think you have to, let me show y'all real quick. Cause I couldn't show y'all, man. I'm sadly I couldn't show y'all because it's a tight spot. But I did record it. But I believe this piece right here needs to face towards you. And then you put it in, it should slide right in. But yours might be different. I don't know, because how your steering wheel is set, it might be different. So that's why I'm explaining that you might have to just turn it. It's simple, just turn it with your hand. That's pretty it. Or you can just use some pliers and just turn it while you have it up there. But That's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to explain that part. But other than that, you put that in, that's it. This is the hardest part of the whole thing, but it's still simple. Yeah.
So right here, you see me turning it, as I was saying before in the previous scene. I said previous scene, but yeah, you see me turning it, and then I eventually get it on there. It's not hard. Once you get that on there and put that bolt in, it's pretty much simple from there. You just put all your bolts back in, and that's pretty much it, man. Make sure you as well, when you put everything back together, remember your turns that you counted. So I counted 25 on my driver's side, and I counted 24 on my passenger side. So remember your turns for your the outer tie rod.
I know people really wonder if you know how to uninstall it, then you know how to install it. So it's pretty simple, man. Let me know what y'all think about the video, man. I know my hands is dirty as hell. This is dirty work. If you're a real man, you'll do this type of job. But once again, let me know what y'all think about the video. Leave some comments down in the comment section, man. It's your brother Mike Profit, 144K.